All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kapadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and bless to all you brothers out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. I want to go into just a brief lesson on how, the Lord, he's bringing down these nations, man, via this third world war. And that's and it was pretty much guaranteed, man. You know what I'm saying? It was guaranteed that he was gonna bring down Babylon, man. He's gonna set these other nations up against it, man. But I'm just gonna go into just a quick precept of how the Lord said he was gonna bring down mainly Babylon, man, and these other ruling nations that think they're gonna come into power, man. And I'm gonna go into Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass that in the day the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Right, man. That's referring back to that Deuteronomy 28 and 63. 28 and 60. 28 and 60. Salaki, that's just referring back to that where the Lord, he said he was gonna bring us in Egypt again on ships, man. We still here serving out that bondage, man. Even though that yoke of iron not on our necks, man, but we still here in slavery, man. And the Lord, he finna bring up that he finna take us up out of that, man. Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressors ceased and they ceased? Right, man. So how is this devil gonna be taken down, man? You know what I'm saying? And it's not through the will of men that this devil's being taken down. It's through the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And it's going to go into that in verse 5. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Hey, that's the Lord. The Lord taking the power away from these devils, man. He who smote the people with wrath and with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and quiet. They break forth into singing, right, man? That's talking about when this devil completely goes down, man. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved from thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they speak up and say unto thee, art thou become as weak as we? Right, man, because you know what I'm saying, about 20-30 years ago, man, this devil was looked at as untouchable, man, especially here in Babylon, man. America was a superpower, man. It was what's the word, they were the world police, man. Hey, everybody's looking at this devil with that they cutting their eyes at this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? He being exposed, man. He's being exposed to being weak, man. And these nations, they rising up against him, man. And they shall speak unto thee, art thou also weak as we? Art thou become like it unto us? Thy pomp is brought down into the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Right, man. That's pretty much signifying this place is dying. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Right, man. Because this devil had a part in weakening all nations, man. Whether it was stealing their resources through deceits, man. Through deceits of overcoming these nations, man. Setting up puppet governments, whatnot. He had plenty of ways of doing it, man. But now he's being looked down upon because, hey, these nations, they on to him, man. And that's all through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. And I'm gonna grab my next one, just to keep going on that same spirit. This is Jeremiah 51:6. Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense, right, man? This is the time of the Lord. He's taking vengeance for his people, man, and for the blaspheming of his name, man, and you know what I'm saying. So he's coming back to recompense Babylon. Those things I can tell you in Revelation, I believe 18, her sins have reached up into the heavens, man. So this is the time that Jake needs to be stepping away from Babylon, you know what I'm saying, spiritually, and returning to the Lord. Because the Lord had this thing planning, you know what I'm saying. It's been a long time coming with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, And I'm gonna keep going. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all of the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Babylon is that golden cup in the Lord's hand, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just thinking of what to do with it, man. And you go back to that cup, man. You know what I'm saying? If I might just emphasize on that goes back to you know what I'm saying, that fury, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, he finna make Babylon drink of that same cup that it's been dishing out all these years, man. And I'm gonna grab a precept just to back that up. This is Jeremiah 25 and 15. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all nations to whom I will send to drink it. Right, man. So this is that's that cup that's in the Lord's hand, man. He said he finna cause all nations to drink it, man. And I'm gonna keep it going. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup at the Lord's hand, and made all nations to drink unto whom the Lord had sent me, to wilt Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, and the kings therefore and the princes thereof, to make them desolate, and astonishment, and hissing and cursing, as it is this day. Right, man? Because the Israelites, man, we had to drink of that cup, man. You know what I'm saying? We had to drink of that cup of fury because of the wrath that we brought on from the Lord, man, because we provoked him to anger. So how much more you heathens, man? You know what I'm saying? You've been downtrodden his people, man. We've been taking advantage of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much just straight getting off on Jake, man. You know what I'm saying? And all mingled people. So I can start back at verse 19. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants, his princes, and all his people, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and Azah, and Iraq, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the children of Ammon. Right, man, I'm going to jump straight down to 27, pretty much, man. All this is going into all the different nations that's going to have to drink of that cup, man, that cup of that fury, man. We're going to find out what the Lord said about these nations that don't want to drink of it, man. It's Jeremiah 25 and 27. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts. Oh, Salakia. I'm going to start at 26. And the kings of the north far near one with one, and the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Seleshak shall drink after them. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall, and rise no more, because the sword which I will send among you. And that's the time we coming into. We coming into the time where Yahweh Shem Yahushua is unleashing his wrath upon these nations, man. You know what I'm saying? We coming into Yahweh Shabbat, man. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh's judgment, And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. Right, man. So it ain't no turning back. You know what I'm saying? The things that's coming into this place, man. The things that's coming into not just America, but around the whole world, man. You know what I'm saying? That judgment that the Lord's gonna finna cast down upon the whole world, man. And he gonna start with his people. But hey, like I say, it's gonna branch out to you nations, man, that's used to being in power, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake threw out here, man. But you nations, man, you finna get it. You finna start to drink of that cup too, man. That cup we've been drinking of for over 400 years, man. And I'm gonna get another one. This is right back in Isaiah 47 and 1. I'm gonna read the whole chapter. Because mainly you devils, man. You know what I'm saying? You Edomites here in America, man. You the main ones that the Lord is that we can't wait to see the Lord bring down, man. In your time, your time coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, man. Right, man. That Chaldeans, man. It go back to you Edomites, man. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone, grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Right, that's pretty much going into you being exposed. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right, man. So we ain't coming back when the Lord come back, man. He ain't coming back in that he ain't gonna come back and meet you as a man, be no sacrifice no more, man. He gonna show you his power, man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Right, man. You ain't gonna be up here sitting pretty no more when the Lord returns, man. As I wrote for my people, I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand, and thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Esau went overboard and during our captivity, man, with the things that he was doing and continues to do to this day. That's what that's talking about. Verse 17. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So thou didst not lay these things into thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end. Right? You didn't consider the things that you were doing to the Lord's people, man. So that's why you got to pay this monumental tab, man. Therefore hear this, thou that art given to pleasures and dwellest carelessly, and that sayest in thy heart, I am none else beside me. I sit as a widow. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But those two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, and shall come up upon thee in their perfection and multitude of thy sorceries, and the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, and hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and hast said in thine heart, I am none else beside me. Pretty much, this devil, he's trusting his own wicked ways, man. And whether it be in those sorceries or those enchantments, man, which the scripture's gonna get into, man. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put off, and desolation shall come up upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Right, man. The Lord gonna start putting all out hell on you devils, man. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna know ain't gonna be no way to stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like you getting hit from every which direction. It's like it's like being a Jake right now. Hey, man, if it ain't this, it's that. If it ain't that, it's this. Except for the Lord, he gonna intensify times that. You know what I'm saying? Times 2 for you devils, man. Stand with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries. Therein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, thou shalt be able to profit it. If so, thou mayest prevail. That's the Lord telling you, hey, man, stay on the path that you already on, man. Stick to your guns, man. The things that got you here this far, and you should be able to prevail, right? Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let the astrologers of the stargazers and the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, thy shall be as a stubble, and the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm, nor fire to sit before. Thus they shall be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. Thou shalt wander every one his quarter, none shall save thee. Right, man. Pretty much saying, hey, no matter what you do, you know what I'm saying, with preparations you make, man, you know what I'm saying, no matter, it's inevitable, man. The destruction of America, man, and subsequently when America for all these other nations, man, you know what I'm saying, when the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah returns, man, hey, everything is pretty much inevitable, man. Ain't nothing gonna save you. There ain't no plea you could clop nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much through, Esau. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, man. Everybody that's not joined unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, you know. But with that, man, I hope the lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, great millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and bless to all you brothers out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.